How we doing? And we are back live for another live episode of the Around the Ropes podcast, coming live like we do every Tuesday night right here on the ATR Network. I'm John. As always, I am joined with Brian and Costa. Let me first start over to Costa because I have not seen him all weekend. Costa, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. I'm excited to hear about your weekend, and let's get into the week that was in wrestling. I'm excited about it, man, because wrestling right now is getting very, very good. I'm in full throttle with this. I love what Triple H is doing, but we'll get into that later. Let's hear about the weekend.
And I totally agree on that. Let me throw it over now to the man who did call two of the shows this weekend in Ace and CCW. He is also the ring announcer for Creative Pro Wrestling and Invictus. And he also has the phone of Sexy Ryan. You know him, you love him. Ryan, what's going on, man?
I am exhausted. How does that sound? I am exhausted, burnt out, every word of the dictionary, but it was a great weekend of wrestling that I announced for, just say.
Yeah.
And and also kind of excited to hear about your opinion, Mr. John, about BCW and their very unique announcer they had.
Yes, which we'll get into that in a bit. If you guys want to follow us, you can. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Just search the Round the Ropes podcast, you'll find us. Give us, if you're watching us on YouTube, we greatly appreciate if you subscribe to us. It costs you nothing. It does wonders for us, and you'll get all your interviews there. We just had an interview put up there recently with Bobby Fish. We just had an interview that was put up there with Sean Kanan.
Yeah.
We're going to have another interview that's actually going to be dropping tomorrow morning, which we'll get to that at the end of the show tonight.
Yep.
And we got our first comment coming in from Mr. Andrew. Andrew saying hi to all. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Glad you're watching us tonight. But yes, guys, before we get into what's going on in WWE, and it's getting real interesting. We have to get into first what happened at the independent level.
All
in
right.
the wonderful state of New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
And it all started Friday night with Ace Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
Peterson was on for ring announcing. Cheyenne Ortiz, the voice, was on for commentary. But yes, this was a fans bring weapons match for the main event, which was Alvin Alvarez taking on Vince Steele. And you saw people bring shovels. One person brought a rubber chicken. One person brought a few other things. But then there was one particular fan who went crazy enough to bring a baseball bat with screws through it.
Mm-hmm. I can guess who that was.
And Costa, take a shot at it. Who do you think it was?
If I were to guess, this is just a guess. I don't actually know, but if I were to guess, I would say it's our own esteemed producer, Mr. Carl Roberts.
Yes.
Guilty.
The man who thinks he's normal.
I am normal.
And what planet?
The planet called John Blaine. Anyway.
But,
Hey.
But yes, guys, he did do that. And it was actually used in the match.
Yeah.
There was one point in the match where Vince Steele has Alvin on the corner of the ring, right by commentary, and he actually yelled for Carl by name. And he goes to take the bat, he swings it, Alvin ducks, and I think of what was taken right. I think you had a better view of it. It actually got stuck in the ring post.
It got stuck in the turnbuckle.
The turnbuckle, okay. I mean, this is also a match we saw light tubes in.
Yeah.
And I will say this right now. For a guy like Vince Steele's size, he can bleed big time.
Yep.
But, Ryan, obviously, I want to get your take. You were there that night as well. What were your thoughts?
I was?
Yes, you were. What were your thoughts on that match?
Absolutely chaotic.
But wasn't that the whole point of it?
especially when towards the end of the match, a pizza was used.
How was that pizza, by the way? Did you get a chance to have a slice?
I'm a New Yorker. I don't eat Jersey pizza. Sorry.
Oh, damn.
If that's the case, if that was the case, I'd rather have pizza from Los Angeles than Jersey. Just saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've only really had New York pizza.
The only thing Jersey is good for is Wawa.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's also a quick way to get to Pennsylvania.
Holy shit.
But you look at that match as a whole, Costa and Ryan. I think Ryan can attest to what I'm about to say. That match was chaotic from the start.
Mm-hmm.
That match was chaotic. It was, but that's what a fans bring weapons match is supposed to be. It's
Exactly.
supposed to be chaotic. Yes, granted, I don't think anybody thought that there'd be a baseball bat with screws in it.
Oh, I did. Considering who's on our show. Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know Alvin Alvarez is his favorite wrestler.
I know. And when he lost the title back in September, he was sitting. Mr. Roberts was sitting in the corner going, "I can't believe he lost. He got screwed. He got screwed. He got screwed."
David Zubin checks in here and goes, "Hello, everybody, but Ryan."
Oh, it's David Zubin, the only mark out there. Nope, I'm keeping my mouth shut. Anyway.
Oh, jeez.
I'm being nice tonight. Ish.
But no, like I said, that match was it was a good match. It was a very chaotic match. But I want to get into the other match, the other big match from that night. And that was was it the Diamond Division title? Is that what the actual name of it is?
Okay, since I was the announcer, may I actually say the match?
Go right ahead.
So, in our semi-main event, it was for the Ace Diamond Division Championship. The current champion himself, Cade Lockbrock, took on someone who's very well known in the Jersey area, actually the tri-state area, even though John flat out said that he didn't know who the hell he was, in Azrael.
In deference to that, there's a few other people who didn't know who Azrael was.
Well, then they're not real wrestling fans. So, Costa gets a pass because he's up in Canada, so he gets a pass.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, but if you want to be technical, I have only come into this independent wrestling stuff in the last couple of months.
Yeah, but you can do a thing called it's that magical word that begins with the letter R. Oh yeah, research.
Yeah, good point.
Google is your friend, John Blaine. Google is your friend.
Oh,
you can use Google for other things besides what you look for in your search history, John.
I don't know what you were talking about.
I saw your search history, John. Naughty.
Uh-oh.
I have a clean search history. I like looking at
that? You want to say that again, Mr. Blaine?
I like looking at clocks.
Clock.
Yeah, you like looking at clocks. Just get rid of the out. Now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a good little Jewish boy.
Mr. Blaine, you naughty little mensch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If that statement wasn't farther from the truth, I don't know what was, man. Holy shit.
Hey, Costa, you have no idea.
I don't do any of that dirty stuff.
I beg to differ.
You have no proof.
Oh, yes, I do. Blackmail, baby.
And we all know the way Carl does it. He goes off of stone tablets.
Huh?
In my head, it made sense. All right, I'm gonna go to timeout.
Carl's face in general is like, okay. So, back to Ace on Friday. A show that I announced for, and not because I'm actually a ring announcer, unlike Mr. Blaine, who's in timeout. Pretty much said it to the world that I'm only good enough to announce hot sauce challenges.
Okay.
So, a very good matchup between these two, and then right after the match, Dominic De Niro came out of nowhere and attacked, came up from behind the person who defeated Dominic last month at, I think it was Collision Course back in September,
Yes.
for that Diamond Division Championship. But then after that, a certain gentleman by the name of Classic Mikey D gets up from commentary, goes over to Mr. De Niro and says, "Hey, Mr. De Niro, can I talk to you for a second?" So now, Dominic De Niro is now associated with Classic Mikey D. What will this bring? Who knows?
Interesting.
And there was a few other good matches too on there. Oh, look who's back, the Moisha.
Yes, I will definitely agree. There were a lot of good matches Friday night for Ace. Actually, you also had Felipe taking on Dominic De Niro.
Yep, and a very good opening match.
Yes, that was a very good opening match.
And actually, speaking of Ace Pro Wrestling, definitely want to say this: the next time Ace Pro Wrestling runs an event, not only will you see some very, very talented wrestling, but you'll have some freaking delicious empanadas.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ryan finally got to have the empanadas.
Ooh.
It's been in the works for 3 years. I've been talking about it for 3 years. And I was.
Casa,
Let's-
just put it this way.
Yes.
Oh,
These are mouth-watering empanadas.
Yep.
I can't say what I want to say. I'll say it. But these are mouth-watering empanadas because they're homemade.
Nice.
and they're not light. They are heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow.
let me say this. He has one that's a buffalo chicken one. Okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
You figured it would be overpowering with the buffalo sauce? No. It's perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect ratio.
and then he has a new flavor out: General Tso's chicken.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
That sounds good.
The one that
And-
that one.
Go ahead.
Shut up.
Which one was it, John?
The Puerto Rican corn dog one.
You mean the Cuban?
Cuban. Sorry.
Oh, the Cuban. That shit is good.
Oh,
But also John has another favorite. It's it's something that he finds very, very adored, and that's what I saw in his search history. Cheddar dog.
Huh?
yes.
When he saw that he was like, I can't wait to have you. Nummy.
The other part also that I got a kick out of Friday night was going back to the main event for a second, and good friend of the show, Bob, gave within 10 seconds.
Not even.
Not even. 5 seconds.
What did he do within 5 seconds? I didn't hear it.
Vince Steele turned around and goes to Bob, "Hey, can I use your leg?" Bob had that leg off and in Vince's hand in 5 seconds.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow.
He took off his prosthetic leg.
Wow.
Which I will get back to Bob when we talk about CCW.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But again, overall, definitely check out Ace Pro Wrestling. I've been with them since 2013. I've been with them since 2013, almost 10 years. So you think, which is very rare. Sorry, very rare of having someone be a part of something for so long, unless it's good quality atmosphere, and that's exactly what it is.
What's funny is I was actually looking back at some old Ace stuff today. I didn't realize half the names they've had that Mike has had in that company.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had some good names for sure. Yeah.
There's one match that you definitely need to check out.
Okay.
I'm sorry to cut you off, John. I saw you getting a little.
No, you're good.
But I'm telling you, there's one match that was, in my opinion, one of my favorite matches to watch on there.
Okay.
That was back in 2010. They did a fatal 4-way between, at the time he was Ace Heavyweight Champion, the Bayonne Badass Danny Moff, against a gentleman by the name of Mo Sexton, a.k.a. Mario Bolkarov from Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Against the fallen angel Christopher Daniels when he was still part of TNA.
Wow.
And also some American Dragon named Bryan Danielson.
Really? Oh shit. I don't even know.
But one of the names I saw on there, which I didn't know he had, was Sami Callahan.
Oh yeah.
He also, like I said, he also had Tommy Dreamer a couple of times.
Yep.
Who else did he had? Homicide. He had there was like a few names.
He even did a Raven versus Tommy Dreamer 10 years in the making.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just so much. It's the stuff that you get at Ace, folks. It's in a small crowd. It's a very small crowd at Ace, but it is you're getting quality matches.
Mm-hmm.
Like my first Ace show was Collision Course
Last month,
and it was Dominic De Niro versus Kay Lothbrok for the Diamond. And oh my God, that match was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And I've told that to Dominic quite a few times.
Was that when he slapped her ass?
That was at Invictus.
I mean, it was the same weekend.
Yeah, that was the same weekend. Wow. I don't know. I've been to so many shows now they blend into one.
How the hell do you think I feel after 10 years of doing this shit?
Bro, honestly, guys, that's why I say I haven't seen you guys. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in months because, like, and it's a good thing for us, but every show, every weekend, it seems like the network has a show, right? So it's like, and it's like all bunched together, but it's good. It's good.
Oh, yeah. Now let's move over to Saturday.
Okay.
Let's get to what happened at intermission.
Oh, God. All right. Let's go.
I have to set this up first. Now, if you guys have seen our show last week and the last couple of weeks, you know that myself and our esteemed producer, Carl Roberts, were set to do a food challenge.
Yep.
And basically what this food challenge was supposed to be was 3 ghost pepper chili sliders.
From White Castle.
Doused in 3 different hot sauces.
Yeah.
However, none of the White Castles within the vicinity of the Mecca had the ghost pepper chili sliders.
Oh, damn.
So
they sold out.
Sold out completely. So we had to go with Plan B, which was regular sliders. And we bring the burgers back. We get a plate, put the burgers on a plate.
Yeah.
And the promoter of Colossal Championship Wrestling, Mr. Rob Saint, comes up to us.
Yeah.
And Ryan, I'll let you continue from there.
So, for the record, neither myself, John, or Carl told Mr. Robert Saint to do this. He did this on his own. I flat out asked him, and I said, "Why are you doing this?" He said, and I quote, "Because I'm an asshole and I love it."
Now,
Want to make that very clear to the public. He took both plates of burgers and did them Russian roulette style.
Oh shit!
Basically, he hid behind a little barrier, whatever the hell it was, and he poured the sauces on, himself.
It was our table's screen.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Producer. So he did it to all three burgers, but neither John or Carl knew which one was which.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this right now, folks. We had the entire crowd in Ridgefield Park watching us.
We didn't start the second half until they were done because it was so awkward of starting up the second half while they were going and the crowd was scattered around them, but no one was in the seats.
Yeah. Again, Ryan, next time you talk to Rob, tell him that was not part of the plan.
It's wrestling. Nothing ever goes to plan. You know that.
Oh, exactly. But
wait, there's more. So after both John and Carl have the three burgers, Mr. Saint decides to go over to the bar and get little plastic shot glasses.
Really? And yeah, wow.
And let's just say both of them took a shot of the hottest sauce there was.
It was all three of them.
Oh, it was all three? Oh, fuck.
It was all three.
He did all three in the shot glass.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that because I was too busy. Standing in the middle of the ring, waiting for you guys to finish and telling the crowd to cheer for y'all and get their merch. And also apologize to the people at the Mecca for their bathroom situation that's going to be happening in a few moments.
But, yeah, we did that. And I'll go first on it. I didn't feel it till the next day.
You were shaking after the second burger.
I know.
Well, okay, that was only because I had everybody watching us.
Really? I thought you were shaking because of the heat.
No, that was because I had everybody watching us.
Oh.
I didn't think. Like I said, I figured some people would watch us because remember when we did the food challenge over the summer.
Yeah.
At SummerSlam, we didn't have the entire crowd watching us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
No, we didn't. No, because you had some people at Hooters who were watching SummerSlam. You had maybe 3 or 4 people who were watching. Here, you had everybody. And I didn't feel it till the next day. And I texted Carl and I go, I'm feeling this now. I hate you. I'm feeling this now. But
and I forget because Carl texted me during the show and said, I feel so bad. I'm like, why? And I quote, I blew up the downstairs bathroom.
Yeah.
And then speaking of Bob, for those that don't know who Bob is, he's a friend of Mr. Roberts who has 2 titanium prosthetic legs.
Yes.
Now, for those that do know Bob, if you think Carl is horrible at wrestling shows when it comes to taunting the wrestlers, Bob is worse. So throughout the entire night, he was taunting me, and I had something I wanted to say, but I was being nice and not saying it at all until the very end. And I actually spoke with Bob, and full disclaimer, I spoke to Bob about this just in case, because nowadays everyone gets all soft and oh, it's cancel culture. No. I asked him out of respect, and he said, I don't give a shit. Go ahead. So again, I wasn't gonna say anything. This was before the main event, and the crowd is chanting, "Say it, say it." I'm looking around, and I'm looking at Bob. I'm going, "I'm sorry," and it was dead silent. And all of a sudden, I said, "Hey, Bob," "Hey, by the way, at least mine are real."
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha. Wow.
Listen, I've always wanted to be an asshole heel, and I can.
Oh, yes, you can. But like I said, doing the challenge.
Ryan, you learn from the best.
I know. I learned from Mike Morgan. I know.
That's what I was about to say. Mike Morgan on the show?
Oh my god!
We actually have a new subscriber. Ryan O'Connor. Checking us out.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Top of the morning to you, O'Connor.
And I thought Carl was bad, and I thought Bob was bad.
Oh my god.
Mike Morgan is 10 times worse.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, folks, if you don't know Mike Morgan is the owner and the promoter of Ace Pro Wrestling. Right, what's the exact? It's Ace Pro Wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's been in the industry for 30 years, and the comments he was saying Saturday night and Sunday. Ooh.
Oh god.
Yeah. And it was bad. But let's get to the actual show on Saturday. CCW had their second show. It was their second show. And main event sponsored by this show. Right, nice to.
Hey, we're hiring our not hiring, but we're elevating our international fan base now. So thank you.
Hey, we're in the UK now. Awesome.
Internationally,
The main event of CCW, which was sponsored by the Run Rose podcast, and it was a battle of big beefy boys, as the current CCW heavyweight champion Madman Fulton, alongside Mr. Ruda, who apparently also has a higher voice range than John, taking on someone who is, shall we say, is not human, PCO.
With Father Craven.
Father Craven and Mason Carnage.
Or right, as you call him, what was the name?
Oh, Lorenzo Priest.
Yes. Yes. But overall, it was a decent match.
It was chaotic. How does that sound?
Oh, okay. We can go chaotic. I'm just trying to be polite here. But yeah, it was definitely a match worthy of Fulton versus PCO.
Of two big guys, you would expect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was definitely two guys who basically were worthy of the main event.
Oh, yes.
Especially when between both of them, they have both worked for WWE. They have worked for Fulton Impact. I don't think they worked AEW.
No. No. But I'm not legally allowed to say about one of them.
Okay.
That's off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was right. Other than that match, what is the
and also the fact that we had enough candy to pretty much make Willy Wonka go out of business.
Yes. Which, by the way, I am happy to say now, I kind of opened that candy bag because I was hungry. I'm me, and I found that I have now an official Robert Saint trading card.
Oh, good Lord Almighty!
Wow.
Fortunately, I couldn't get the Ryan Peterson trading card, but
Coming soon, coming soon. But I will say this: I don't know. I will say this: they had this at the show. You're gonna have it in front of me. I don't know if they're in stores anymore, but Kit Kat has a limited edition blueberry muffin flavor.
Really?
Ryan, I'm gonna kill you.
It's literally you open it up and it smells like freshly baked blueberry muffins.
Reason 1,375 to kill Ryan Peterson.
Ah,
What wrestling are we guys go? Are we going about? We're talking about the 3 independent wrestling shows here in the tri-state area actually myself, John, and our producer attended, where I announced 2 out of the 3 shows. Mr. Blaine.
Yes, you did. And Ryan, don't worry, we will get into WWE later on. We're gonna get.
Oh yes.
But like I said, Saturday's show was a good show for the most part.
It was entertaining. I'll tell you that.
Oh, absolutely.
There was one other match. I forgot who else was in the match, but it was also also had Wrecking Ball Legursky in it.
Oh, the guy from Oceanside.
Yes, I forgot his name though.
Just say Oceanside. People will know who you're talking about.
I'm not you, John. I don't do half-ass ways to make a point.
Well, then, do you remember his name?
No, because I was doing my job of remembering other people's names.
But yeah, very funny. But
because again, I was the ring announcer for 2 out of the 3 shows, and not just the judge for the hot sauce drinking contest. John, Costa, great. We're all here. Roll call done.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's not here at the moment. So he's not here at the moment because he's too busy trying to figure out where the rest of Carl's intestines are after he blew up the bathroom on Saturday.
They were left there for Sunday for Brii.
Yeah.
We're speaking of Sunday, Mr. Blaine.
Oh yes. Sunday afternoon, Brii Combination Wrestling had their first ever Grand Dragon tournament, and they had a lot of good matches on there. Well, before you give that, I do want to send a little shout out. Our good friend of ours, Billy, actually made down for that show, so I was glad to see her at that show. But yeah, we'll get into the challenge first before we get into the matches. Because myself and our esteemed producer, Mr. Roberts,
Yeah.
did
He's not there anymore, but anyway.
did the one chip challenge for 2022.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this right now. That chip was hotter than the one we had in July.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That chip was 10 times hotter than the one we had in July.
Oh, yes.
Like, I'm not kidding you, folks. And if I can get the picture from Billy, hopefully I can get it tonight or tomorrow, and I'll post it up on our socials. When I took that bite, as she said to me on the phone, I looked like I was near death.
Yeah. I saw the footage, man. I saw the footage. Yeah.
It was. And by the way, thank you to Mr. Cole for airing the footage live through the stream of the pay-per-view.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was fun because, they're getting to the intermission, and all of a sudden, one of the camera guys comes up to us and goes, "You guys have 45 seconds." I'm like, "Wait, what do we have 45 seconds for?" He's like, "To do this challenge." I go, "Oh." And folks, I am here to say it right now, live on this show on November 1st, 2022. I actually defeated Carl Roberts in a food challenge.
Did you?
I beat him.
Yes, he did.
Oh wow!
Oh shit!
No, John, you're 100% right. You defeated me in a spicy chip challenge.
Really?
And John, you and I agreed to this. Going forward, we are never doing another fucking one again.
No. Folks, you should have heard the conversation the three of us had after that show. They were like, "Oh, we are so fucking done." Because it was like what? Not even a minute.
15 seconds it took me, and I was like, "Nope, done."
I lasted.
He lasted about 30 to 45 seconds.
Wow. Good job, John boy. Good job.
Like I said, to the point that our good friend Billy took a picture of myself and Carl after we ate those chips. And I can only imagine how bad I looked.
Dude, your eyes were shut.
No, my eyes weren't shut. They were so teary-eyed.
Your eyes were swollen.
What we went through on Saturday was mild compared to what we went through on Sunday.
Oh, dear.
Hey.
Yeah.
And Ryan, you saw the 3 hot sauces we did the challenge with.
Oh, I did. One of them was a creamy sauce.
It was hotter than that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Somebody turned around and told me we shouldn't even do it because it's Denise, Mike Morgan's wife, turned around and says, watch yourself because people are going to the hospital because of it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And Carl, I will say this right now. If I was to run to the bathroom like I did a couple of times I did, I almost was going to ask you to take me over to the hospital.
Really?
I almost got sick outside. That's how bad it was. And I never get sick on a hot sauce challenge.
I'll put it this way. My stomach, you ever get that pain that it's like, and I'm going to get a little graphic here. I'll try not to get as graphic as people think I'm about to. You ever get that feeling when you really, really have to go and you get like the sharp pain around your stomach?
Yes.
That's what
happened. That was me yesterday. Oh.
And I went to go use the restroom, and I'm sitting there, and nothing's happening. To the point that the garbage can that's in that bathroom basically is what kept me up.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how much pain I was in.
Oh, fuck.
And it was, folks, I said it on my Facebook page. F the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. You know how everybody jokingly turns and says, oh, this is you after eating Taco Bell sitting on the toilet? One chip challenge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the 2022 edition.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And that makes your lips blue, right?
Supposedly it's supposed to make your tongue blue.
Turns your tongue blue.
Yeah.
Well,
But
apparently, hold on.
Mr. Blaine, it turned blue.
Well, hold on. I'm actually going to pull up the picture that I texted to you, Ryan, that day. So I'm just going to hop off screen for 1 second here. So keep talking. I'm going to find the picture.
All right.
So anyway, besides and there's a reason why I don't do these freaking challenges because, okay, I'm gonna say my 2 cents on the one chip challenge. What is the fucking point behind it? Like, what do you gain from doing these challenges? I'll tell you what you gain. Absolutely nothing. You ruin your brain. You ruin potential brain cells depending on the person. But more importantly, you're killing your insides. It's the stupidest thing I have ever fucking seen in my life.
Well, it tests. Well, if you talk to some people, and this is not me, but some people, it can also test your resilience and your stamina as well. But that's what some people say. But.
That's what some people say. But here's the thing: I'd rather have brains than brawn. Just saying.
You have no brains.
I'm sorry. The person that doesn't have brains is not in the room right now, Carl.
True, because he's the one that challenged me. And you guys can admit that. He challenged me, and I didn't want to do it.
That's how this all started, folks. Carl sent the photo in the group chat of saying, "Hey, this is what White Castle has," and let's just say John egged him on, saying, "Oh, do I sense another challenge?" And that's how it all started.
Yeah.
Okay. Folks, this was my face.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Looks like a dead casket, man. Or a dead.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, God.
And if you see the blue on his lips, it looks like he had a one night stand with the Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Here's my cookie. That's good in. Sorry. Sorry. So anyway, back to BCW, where what in the holy woman in white was Shane wearing?
Oh God.
I'm just gonna say this right now. He was, I think, the only person dressed up actually in a full-blown costume on Sunday.
No. There was someone else I heard.
Oh, Cheyenne. But
Yep.
you know what Cheyenne dressed up as, right?
AJ Pan.
Exactly.
Had the ponytail and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, when I saw that with Shane, I'm like,
The funniest part is our good friend Mike Morgan was there and turned around and said Shane Fair needs to come out of the closet more often.
Again, folks, if you think Carl and Bob are horrible at wrestling shows, Mike Morgan is 10 times worse. Well, first of all, Mike thought it was me.
Yes.
Yes.
He thought it was me at first. I'm like, why the hell would I?
Dress up.
Shane drove from his house to the venue looking like that.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I asked him afterwards, I said, how breezy was it for you down there?
Hey, you know what? I
go, dude, you need to wear that more often. He goes, it's very comfortable.
I will say though, I give him a shitload of credit for pulling that off, because that threw me off guard. I'm like, what in the blue hell is that?
Well, what's funny is we were doing the kickoff show, which, by the way, folks, if you missed our kickoff show, definitely go back and watch it on our YouTube page. It was on YouTube, it was on Facebook. Myself and Carl had not only Anthony Cole on, we had AJ Pan on, and we had the infamous Shane Fair, who wore a dress, all on our show that day. So definitely check that out. When we were
which we all know that John was very happy to see Shane in the dress.
Hold on. We interviewed Pretty Boy Lawrence too.
Yes.
From Pearl Magic.
Yeah. But I remember when Shane walked in and I was like, oh, that has to be a fan. And then I'm looking a little closer. I'm like, no, that's actually Shane Fair.
Yeah.
To the point, like I said, our good friend Billy, who was also this weekend, turned around and said, is that how he looks normally? I've never seen him before. I'm here to tell you right now, that's not how he looks. Trust me.
No. Trust us.
I mean, maybe, behind the scenes, I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Again, folks, remember what I said in the beginning? Checking his Google history.
Oh dear. Oh dear God.
But also don't forget, not only did you interview all of them, you also interviewed my boys from the Dirty Heels podcast.
Yes, we did. It was great to see them again. It was great to catch up with them, and we're definitely going to try to get them on here for a collab, crossover, however you want to call it. Because
I love the Dirty Heels podcast. Love those guys.
We all are part of the Brii Combination family.
Now, why don't you, since you were there, John, why don't you talk about some of the matches that took place?
Oh, with pleasure. Let me go into because, folks, it was a tournament that day, so a lot of the wrestlers worked several matches that day. First match I want to look at quickly is Ruthless Lala versus Jay Bougie.
Ooh.
I will say this right now. Bougie is happy he walked out of Jersey on his own decor because I don't think Lala really wanted him to walk out on his own decor. Especially in the I wouldn't even say the pre-show stuff, but the stuff that happened prior to the bell ringing. Yeah, they damn near killed each other. To the point I looked, I think at Carl or Mike, or I don't remember who I looked at. I said, I'm happy where we were because we were in the corner. But that match was basically what everybody expected it to be. The other match I want to go to is Carl's favorite wrestler, Darius Carter, who took on Christina Marie in the semifinals. And again, absolutely destroyed each other.
Really?
Like to the one point they were in the outside of the ring, actually right by us, and they were both having a slap fest. And
Yeah. And then the main event, which was the finals of the Grand Dragon Tournament, as Mr. Darius Carter took on the one above all, Anthony Gangone,
with royalty in his corner.
Oh yes,
Prince
you got that right.
And I'm just gonna say this right now: that match had everything. Because you have to remember something, folks. That was only Gangone's fourth match in BCW. Going into that day, he had a record of 0-3.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So this was his coming out, so to speak. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, like his breakthrough moment.
Exactly. And
His breakthrough moment.
against somebody like Darius, you could have asked for a better person to have your breakout match against.
I agree.
Especially the part where Bougie came in and tried to interfere, and Lala came in and threw a garbage can right at him.
Yeah.
It was a good. That was definitely one of the better title matches I've ever seen. But I know there's one match that Carl really loved, and that was the tag team title match, which was Blonde Force Trauma versus the Runways.
Yeah. I remember him talking about that.
Personally, didn't get a chance to see this match because that was part of me running to the bathroom. That was right after we had the one chip. But
So
Carl,
you also forgot something. You forgot something, John. The Blonde Force Trauma comes out with AJ Pan. The Runway came out with the lovely Miss Larkin. She made her BCW debut.
Yeah.
But Carl, a lot of people made their debuts that day.
Yes.
It wasn't only Larkin, it was
Evan Rodriguez made her debut, who was in the first round against Christina Marie. Then you have Neva. Ryan, what is her name?
Nevaeh Chantel. Nevaeh Chantel.
Taking on Darius Carter in the first round. And she put up one hell of a fight.
And then there was the opening match with Carter versus not Carter, Gangone, who took on Nina Alexander, I think his name was.
Something like that.
But I mean, it was a good show. I think, unfortunately, that's the one thing I do have to say. I do have to say though about all three shows this weekend, and it's the one thing I did notice: the attendance for all three shows this weekend were very low.
Really?
Like, I'll put it this way: Sunday's crowd, I think when the show started, I think you maybe had 10 people in the crowd.
That's surprising to me because all three shows were good. Like, good
Doesn't shock me though, Casa, for one reason. It was a Sunday afternoon. It was Halloween weekend. It was also, you had NFL games.
Yeah.
But all three shows were light.
Yes.
Yeah.
All three shows were light.
They were light. However, the energy was loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's one thing I got to say about the independent scene up here in Jersey. They're very loud.
They're very opinionated, too.
Oh, yes. They will tell you if they like you or not.
Or some of them will create a baseball bat with screws in it.
To hit you with. Yeah.
I don't know anybody who would be that crazy, but that's neither here nor there.
Yes, Mr. Peterson, what can I do for you?
You don't, John. You say you don't know who would do such a thing. Mm-hmm.
What? I'm normal. Stop it.
Okay, hold on. Carl, with the way you just did that,
I know where you're going with this. I'm trying to keep this somewhat PG-ish.
He was imitating Mr. John Blaine. What?
No,
no,
Casa.
I've never done that.
Okay. All right. I thought that's what it was. Sorry, yeah.
But folks, I will say this on behalf of the ATR network.
Yes.
If you saw us on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you'll notice that we have merchandising, which means that we have T-shirts for sale. We also have coffee mugs, 11 ounces and 14 ounces, and also we have bags of delicious organic Sumatran blend coffee for sale. Oh, good Lord Almighty! That shit smells good. And again, folks, we always have them on sale whenever the ACR network is at events. And also we have combo deals where if you want a bag of coffee and an 11-ounce mug, it's $25, I believe. And a bag of coffee and a 14-ounce, $30, and the shirt sizes go for, I believe, $20. If you guys are interested, make sure to send the ATR network a message, because we also accept Venmo, PayPal.
And
we accept everything and cash. We don't accept Bitcoin. So anyone who has Bitcoin, you are fucked on that one.
Mr. Peterson, on the T-shirts, from small to extra large is $20. 3X and 4X is $25.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. There you have it, folks, from Mr. Quote Unquote Normal Roberts. Again, folks, if you are interested in purchasing any of our items, make sure to send the ATR Network or the On Rolls Podcast a message, and also please provide your shipping address, and we will ship it to your place, unless you live in Canada, which in that case, either myself, John, or Carl will just meet you at the border with a slingshot and just slingshot it over the border.
All right, that's about okay. Man, I'm coming to the U.S., man. I'm coming to the U.S. because I can't take these border jokes here, man. I'm just saying. Speaking of merch, I think John Blaine is wearing the shirt right now, right?
Yes, I am.
Why, yes, he is.
Not I didn't wear it because of the show today. I just decided to wear it because I felt like it.
Bullshit.
Had nothing to do with the fact that we have our show tonight.
Bullshit.
I don't know why you're saying. I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe him either. Don't worry, Mr. Peterson. It's okay.
I sucked.
Now, let me ask this question before we take a quick commercial break to Mr. Peterson, who ring announced 2 of the shows this weekend.
Don't you forget it.
And to Mr. Roberts, who was there for all 3 shows this weekend. Which show was the better show this weekend?
The show where he blew up the toilet. That's the better show.
No. Which one? There was a bunch of them.
And my answer is going to shock Mr. Peterson and Mr. Blaine.
Okay.
I think I have an idea, but go ahead.
BCW actually was the best show all weekend.
Really? Okay.
I wasn't at BCW, so out of the 2 shows that I announced, no disrespect to Mr. State if you're watching this, but I got to go with Ace.
I gotta agree. I gotta think it's BCW for me, especially with you had Christina Marie versus Darius Carter. You had Darius Carter versus Anthony Gangone. You had Ruthless Lala versus Jay Bougie. You had Vince Steele had a match. So you had a lot of interesting matches there, but I think it's a good time that we throw it over to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, guys, we're going to get into some WWE talk. You're listening to the Around the Ropes podcast right here on the ATR Network.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guys, this is Carl from the ATR Network, also the producer of the Around the Ropes podcast. And I'm proud to introduce to you one of our good partners, Moonstar Smoke, right here in Animal Park, New Jersey. There's their phone number, their fax number. Guys, if you're a vape smoker like I am, they have everything you need. Also, too, if you're a hookah smoker, they have all your needs for that. Check them out. They're a mom and pop store. Sweetest people in the world, and you want to check them out. But also, too, you want to stay tuned to see more advertisements coming from them.
And we are back right here in the Around the Ropes podcast. Go ahead, Ryan.
I do want to say this because I actually just caught this before with commercial break. Breaking news on NXT tonight. I know it's WWE, but this actually needs to be said. Your opening contest was Grayson Waller against R-Truth. And Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller was our R-Truth pushes Grayson Waller, hits Grayson Waller. He gets to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how R-Truth always does, his little taunts and whatnot. And then he runs the ropes and then leaps over the top rope. Well, he leaped over the top rope. His leg got caught on the top rope. And the way that he landed did not look good at all. To the point that when they did the picture-in-picture, there was no wrestling going on, just Grayson Waller just going back and forth, and the medics are slowly walking him out. It could be a potential ACL tear.
Oh, damn.
For R-Truth. It was the way that he landed was bad. Just wanted to point that out right now because it's not good at all.
No.
I don't think R-Truth has ever been injured really throughout his career. So
no, I don't think he ever has been.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I don't.
And it's bad also when the medics when he's not giving any weight to his left leg.
But you remember, go back to WrestleMania 38. That was the same thing that happened to
Boogs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was also because he lifted more than he could handle.
But guys, obviously, folks, if you missed any of our independent wrestling talk, definitely go back and listen to the first hour. Because, guys, we talked independent wrestling a lot the last 2 shows. We got to go back up to the big boys and go with big boys play. And we got some other music to talk about because, folks, we are a couple of days away from Crown Jewel happening this Saturday in Saudi Arabia. And
but before we get into Crown Jewel, I do have one question for y'all. I'm sorry to cut you off, John. I know you're getting a little I just have one simple question.
What's up?
Are you guys feeling Ucey?
Oh hell yeah! I'm feeling Ucey all day, every day, buddy. All day, every day.
I usually feel Ucey, Lucy, and Goosey.
Huh.
I'm gonna flat out say this. I love what they're doing with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline right now.
Which actually, that brings up an interesting thing. There was a report that just came out that Triple H is putting the plans on hold for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to be a tag team because of how successful this thing is going with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline.
I don't blame them.
To the point that it was only supposed to last a couple of weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
And somebody actually put this out there. I want to get your guys' take on this as well. Not that he's ever going to reach Undertaker level, as far as I don't expect Sami Zayn to go on a 30-year run of being dominant at WrestleMania. But
I do.
Remember how popular Undertaker was? I'm not even talking recent. I'm talking in his heyday.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Sami Zayn could ever reach that level?
Hey man, let me, if I can go first, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So from what I saw on Friday and the previous weeks, bro, I'm telling you right now, he would have broke the Undertaker on the screen. I'm telling you that right now. If you want to make a comparison, and to answer your question, yes, I think he can go on a run like that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is not me being biased, considering that Sami Zayn is Canadian, of course, but I'm telling you right now, in wrestling, he is the best entertainer right now, bar none. There's nobody better.
Ryan, what about you? What do you think?
I agree with Costa. Sami Zayn is very. I've always said this about him. He's always been entertaining with whatever he does, and the fact that with this whole, them and the Bloodline shit, especially when himself and Jay went at each other on Friday, and Sami said the tribal chief, wants peace to be settled, and Jay said, "Man, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief says."
Yeah.
Oh.
And I will say this also. I love the camera angles that they had.
Oh.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. Perfect.
Because when he said that, and they just panned right to Roman, and Roman
And zoomed in.
And Roman just had that look of almost like, what did you just say?
His face turned red, bro. It was like crazy.
Not as red as my face turned this weekend, but that's another story for another day.
And then Sami Zayn trying to break off the hate, saying that he's just not feeling Ucey, and you see everybody in the ring freaking laughing their ass off or trying so hard to hold it in.
Well, I told this to Carl this past weekend. Give WWE time. They're going to come out with shirts that says Ucey. Just give it time.
Hell yeah.
I am surprised they didn't do that after the first time they said it.
It's going to happen. Trust me. It's going to happen.
Are you feeling Ucey today?
Oh.
Crazy.
And I am feeling Ucey.
Like I said, I'm Ucey, Lucy, and Goosey.
You're a whole bunch of type of who knows what you are anyway.
I don't even know what I am.
So anyway.
Well, I also like the other part with that segment when Roman turned around to Jay and said, well, if you don't get this shit together, I'm going to take away that honorary Uce tag and make him a full-blown Uso, call him Sami Uso. Again, folks, don't be surprised if that doesn't happen soon.
Oh, if that's the case and they make a shirt, I'm gonna buy that shirt.
But folks, anybody who's watching, leave your comment below. Let us know. Do you think Sami Zayn can potentially hit the popularity that Undertaker did back in the day. And I'm not talking now. Well, not really now because he doesn't wrestle anymore. But I'm not talking about towards the end of Taker's run where Taker was only working a couple of shows a year.
Yeah.
I'm talking when you saw Undertaker every Monday Night Raw and then every SmackDown.
Yeah.
Where he was still a full-time wrestler. I'm talking like late 90s corporate ministry type level.
So basically, Attitude Era of Taker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like I said, what they're doing right now with Sami Zayn to me is one of the most underrated wrestlers in all of pro wrestling. He doesn't get. I mean, go back to his feud, the rise he had at NXT.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I'm not even talking about his match. His match with Nakamura was fantastic. I'm talking about the run that he had to get to the title when he took on Neville.
Yeah.
At NXT Redemption, if I remember correctly.
Whatever that takeover was, the same night that his best friend Kevin Owens debuted,
and he took on the now newly signed Juice Robinson, who back then was known as CJ Parker.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But you look at, I mean, what Sammy's doing right now, it's fantastic.
Phenomenal.
He is somebody who, he should have a belt.
No, he doesn't need it, man.
That's what I was just about to say. I don't think he needs one, though. I think he's too over with the crowd.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
That a belt, because they always say, they comment a lot of times, and Ryan, if I'm wrong on this, please tell me, because I know you're in the industry, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That the belt, in certain situations, like if you have a superstar that's too over, the belt won't help them at all because they're so over.
Basically, the person wouldn't need the belt to get over because they're already at that level.
Exactly. Like who else I don't think needs the belt right now, and I'm being dead serious right now.
Who?
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
No. They're gonna give no. That's different.
They're gonna give him the belt because that's just how that whole storyline is headed. But realistically, he is so over.
I know the guy gets like a stone cold pop every single time he comes out.
He's one guy who I don't think needs the belt. But that's for later on. We'll get into that later on. But I mean, you look at what Sami does. His in-ring stuff is bar none fantastic. I mean, I still remember his debut match he had against Cesaro or Claudio Castagnoli, as you know.
Oh.
And Ryan, you know the spot I'm about to talk about, right?
Uh-huh.
Where he dove through in between the ring, I think it was the second or third ropes.
I remember that.
Right into a European uppercut.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, but that's what he's so good. But I mean, go back to his run where he was El Generico in Ring of Honor.
Who?
Yeah, some guy. He's now in Mexico somewhere.
I heard he's volunteering at an orphanage.
But you go back to Ring of Honor, okay? I get that joke, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the ladder war matches him and Kevin Steen had back in the day.
Ooh.
You can't tell me those matches weren't legendary ladder matches.
Oh, absolutely not.
They were legendary.
So it's like with what he's doing, he just adds to his level of popularity.
What I will say about your belt comment is I don't know how this is gonna happen yet because we're months away from it, but if you guys remember, they announced that Elimination Chamber will be in Montreal in February, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Sami Zayn is somehow gonna find his way into that match.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably win the match. And then get a huge ass pop in Montreal. That's what's probably going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Do you remember, just going back, Cos, not to cut you off for a second, but do you remember when I mentioned before about our faces, how we looked after the one chip challenge?
Mm-hmm.
Would you guys like to see how we looked?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking initially how we looked.
Go ahead.
Let me first show Carl.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Now let me show me.
Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh man!
Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that a lot. But I just wanted to show that to people just to see that, we actually did do the challenge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But no, you go back to Sami Zayn here. I mean, what else can we say about him? He's a guy who the stuff he does in the ring is fantastic. He gets over on the. I mean, I remember when he was doing the whole conspiracy thing against WWE.
Oh my god! I remember that.
Yeah, that was good too. Yeah.
He was. I mean, the stuff he does is fantastic. And Costa, going back to your whole thing about him with the title, I don't know if they'll put him in the. I could see them having him and Kevin going after the tag titles, going into the chamber. That I could see.
Yeah, maybe that too. Yeah. I can see that too. Yeah.
And then,
or maybe save it for Mania.
No, I think you get a bigger pop.
No, Montreal, man. He's from Montreal, ain't he?
It's WWE. It's WWE. 9 out of 10 times, the hometown person does not win in their hometown.
Yeah, but that's under the Vince. You don't know that now with Hunter.
That was under Vince. I don't think that stuff is going to exist anymore.
But I mean, you look at, like I said, I can talk about Sami till the day I die. I'm going to put the guy over tremendously.
Basically, everything that he touches turns to gold.
Exactly.
Basically, yeah. To end it off.
Now let's look at something that is not gold and is actually a complete headache for the WWE, and that's Crown Jewel.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I saw that report. Yeah.
There was a report, and I'm going to pull this report up, so I'm just giving everybody the forewarning right now, that it was reported through, I want to get this source correct here, so just bear with me 1 second.
And while he's looking, never mind, go ahead.
Through the Wall Street Journal, it was reported at earlier this afternoon. Saudi Arabia has shared intelligence with the United States warning of an imminent attack from Iran on targets in the kingdom.
Oh, shit.
Oh, great. Here we go again.
Pretty much. Now, I bring that up for one reason, because, folks, if you don't remember, every crown jewel that this company has done has always had some sort of controversy around it. If you remember, the first one they did was right after the journalist Khashoggi.
Yep. When they went over the first time,
got beheaded. The second time was when the plane magically had turbulence problems.
Yeah.
The plane didn't even leave the runway.
But you also have to remember that actually led to one of the better Smackdowns that night.
I know.
I think they were up in Buffalo, if I remember correctly.
Yep, they were up in Buffalo, and that was when Triple H ran the show. Kind of a little preview of what was to expect in years to come.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't understand, and I'm going to say this right now. I understand WWE is getting paid a lot of money to do these Saudi Arabia shows, but this has to stop. Because if I'm on that card, I don't care who you are. If I'm hearing that there's a possibility of a attack at a place that I'm going to be working, I'll turn around to them and go, I ain't going.
Yeah.
To me,
Your safety is more important than wrestling for blood money.
Exactly. I mean, the whole thing with what they do with Crown Jewel, I mean, I personally, I've never been a fan of the pay-per-view Crown Jewel.
Oh, dude, it sucks.
Because I always feel like the way whenever they schedule it, they always end up scheduling it in between a B pay-per-view and an A pay-per-view. Now I say that in this aspect. What was the pay-per-view WWE just had back in September or beginning of October?
Extreme Rules.
That was your B-level show, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What show do we have coming up in November? Actually, the end of this month, to be precise.
Survivor Series.
That is an A-level show.
Hold on. It's Survivor Series. Logan!
But my point is this. You're building up to one of the bigger shows in your year. Because other than Survivor Series, you got Mania, SummerSlam, and the Rumble as your big 4 shows. Also, you can decide, we'll just stick a pay-per-view right in the middle of it. Why? There's no purpose. One of the conversations I had with Mike Morgan this weekend, is how wrestling has to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And folks, if you've been watching the show from day one, you know that I have been stressing that on the show. That storytelling is a big key when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah,
It's
of
a big
course. Of course, yeah.
So you're going to decide, let's just put on a random house show? Because that's essentially what Crown Jewel becomes. It's a house show.
I will say the recent Crown Jewel event, I think back in
the one when Edge faced Seth Rollins in the
that one was actually out of all the Crown Jewels, I think that was their best one.
Yeah, it was the best one.
I definitely I will not take that away, but you just look at these. I mean, guys, tell me if I'm wrong on what I'm saying.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, come on. Come on. A few years ago, you had DX versus the Brothers of Destruction, and literally one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
that was in Australia, right? Or yeah.
No.
No.
Oh no, God, I want to remember that Australia show.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Was that Super Showdown or
Super Showdown? Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Wait, the Shawn Michaels. Yeah, that was in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it, or where?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
And also where Shane McMahon became the best in the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let's not. But we're not going to do predictions on here because I really don't care for this. But I just want to go over some of the matches, just to kind of put into the level.
So you don't care about Brock Lashley? You should care about that shit. You should.
That one looks like it's gonna be like one of the most hyped up matches on the card.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you look at. I mean, you look at Brock and Lashley, which I actually have it. I have the card up right now.
Okay.
We're gonna play a little game here, okay?
All right.
Sure.
It's a game, and Carl knows exactly which game I'm talking about here. It's a game. Basically, you're gonna tell me if you're hot or cold for the. It's gonna be a quick one, okay?
All right. Yep.
Alexa Bliss and Asuka in their first defense of the Women's Tag Team Championships up against Damage Control, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Hot or cold for this?
Cold.
Okay. The Usos taking on the Brawling Brutes for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship.
Hot. But
mid more towards hot.
Okay.
Definitely hot.
Bianca Belair versus Bayley in a last women's standing match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship.
They put on good matches. Hot.
They do. I will say their recent ladder match at Extreme Rules was pretty damn good. So definitely hot.
Now, what I think should be the main event: Braun Strowman versus Amos.
No.
Oh.
Cold.
Oh hell no! Hell no! Hell no!
Cold as shit.
Cold. Ice cold. Ice fucking cold. If that's the case, they should have brought back Undertaker and Goldberg again.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage.
Hot. Hot as a one-chip challenge. I'm joking.
Mid.
Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
Hot.
Hot.
The OC, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson taking on the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio with Rhea Ripley in their corner. Hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot, and also from what I'm hearing, there will be a woman involved, and it's not Beth Phoenix.
Is it Miss? I'm not gonna say it. Should I say it?
Nope. Don't say it because all I know is it's not Beth.
Okay.
And then for what's going to be the main event, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul.
Oh, cold.
Because for some reason, this company feels that we have to give a guy who's only had 3 matches.
Two.
This will be a start.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 before this one. Yeah.
We have to have him go up against the guy who's held the title for over 700 days because it makes perfect sense.
All about that blood money.
Yeah, blood money. Yeah.
And I hope that Logan Paul gets annihilated.
I hope so too, because honestly, I can't stand him.
But
his brother, I can't stand more. But
But I say that though, would it shock anybody? Again, this is WWE we're talking about here.
No, John, he's not getting the title. Okay, you can stop that.
If he gets the title, then I'm not watching WWE anymore because you have Roman Reigns who's been on this incredible run of 700 plus days, only to drop it in Saudi Arabia to a fucking YouTube blogger.
It doesn't make sense. It's not gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But again, it's WWE we're talking about.
If Vince McMahon was still in charge, I would say possibly. But now that
hell yeah.
But now that Triple H is in charge, I think he'll do the right thing. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want it to happen because I was like, I agree with you guys. I think Roman's run right now has been incredible. I mean, this is a guy who hasn't been pinned in over 1,000 days.
Wow.
I think as of next month. And by the way, here's a little trivia question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the last guy was to pin Roman?
Baron Corbin. No.
Baron Corbin.
I think it was
Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Was the last person to pin Roman Reigns.
Holy shit!
And that was before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that's the whole storyline and they have him be the one to win the belt?
Oh.
That one I would be okay with, especially now with his new partnership with JBL.
Which, by the way, I'm glad JBL finally found pants that actually fit him.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures from the first Monday, and it's funny, that first Monday Night Raw was right after Baltimore. And the fact that he wore the pants, and I'm just sitting there going, dude, this is WWE we're talking about here. But
yeah.
But like I said, folks, Crown Jewel's happening this weekend. I'm not expecting much, to be honest.
And Bray Wyatt's going to be there. Also, that's going to be interesting.
Well, that's actually the next thing I want to get to because supposedly on Smackdown, I think it is, they're actually going to reveal who Uncle Howdy actually is.
Really? I didn't hear that. Okay.
I have heard a bunch of different names.
I have too.
With this exception, though, did you notice also the look of Uncle Howdy? He kind of looks like a mixture of Blackjack Mulligan and Barry Windham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Ryan. What names have you heard?
So one name that I actually heard. This one I heard recently. Aleister Black.
That's one I heard.
Oh shit.
That's one of them. That's one of them. I know Carl is, I know Carl, Mr. I'm Normal, even though he's not, is shaking his head like a little child right now. Another one that I heard that a lot of people are not talking about. Tyler Bateman.
No.
Oh, Tyler Bateman. Oh shit. Yeah.
It looks just like him.
Yeah.
No, that was it.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Bo Dallas.
Oh yeah, because he has the cross on his ear, his earring.
Correct. Before he left, he was wearing that cross that dangled down.
On his ear.
The facial structure is Bo Dallas.
It could
I saw
be.
that too. Carl might be
Keeping
right.
it in the family.
Yeah, but I've also heard two other names getting thrown in there.
What? Who?
And I'm only saying this because they've been at WWE the last couple of weeks. They haven't signed yet with the company, but they've been at WWE.
Who?
Vincent
Yeah.
and Dutch.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
However, Mr. Peterson,
Yeah.
you brought up Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
Aleister Black will not be going to the WWE anytime soon.
Again, it's just a rumor. It's just rumors that I'm hearing. You know how it is.
Because he did put out a vignette with the House of Black, which means he is still signed with AEW. As he's been saying on his Instagram, he did not ask for a release. So whoever put that out there needs to shut the fuck up.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But I mean, it could be any of them. I'm just curious to see because obviously, like we heard in the rumors, they're set up for Roman versus Bray, possibly at Survivor Series.
Oh, that would be a banger.
But then I'm hearing that's not the case because they don't want to have the same thing happen with Bray and Roman, like we saw with the Fiend and Seth.
Rollins. And Rollins, yeah.
Where it had that like really bad.
Here's
ending.
a quick question for you. Who do you think is Sister Abigail?
Liv Morgan.
Liv,
yeah.
That's who I'm going with.
And I still
Because if
think.
you notice, she's slowly starting to go to the dark side again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
And it's a little bit more now that Bray is back.
And I will also say this much: I think Huskus the Pig to me is going to be Joe Gacy.
Really?
Because I think what they're going to do on certain aspects of this is they're going to use the Wyatt Six as a way to bring up some people from NXT. And Gacy is one person who's always been compared as being the current Bray Wyatt. So to me, it would make perfect sense to have Gacy be in there. Then the other ones, I don't really know, to be honest.
But didn't they just introduce a new member to the group that Gacy has on
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
NXT?
Lone Johnson.
Yeah.
And I just think, to me, I really think you're going to see Gacy up in WWE soon. That guy has done everything in NXT. He has nothing left to prove.
All right.
But
anything Crown Jewel is the right place to
I don't think it'll be Crown Jewel.
Oh, okay.
No.
But
I thought that's what you were saying. Sorry. Yeah.
No, but the problem is, if you don't do if the plan is still for the Bloodline versus the Wyatt Six,
yeah,
you only have, being realistic.
What, 3 weeks?
No, not 3 weeks.
No, what were you saying about WrestleMania? Wait, what are you talking about? I'm confused now.
Hold on. Between now and Survivor Series, you still have one. You have three. Yeah, you have
I said 3 weeks.
No, you have 3 Monday Night Raws.
Yeah,
and you have 4 Smackdowns before you get to Survivor Series. So if they don't start introducing some of these characters at Crown Jewel, you're gonna have to rush through this if that's still the plan. But I don't think they're gonna do that though. I think they want to hold off on Bray and Roman because the other report that I read is if we don't get Rock at Mania, then the plan is for Bray Wyatt versus Roman.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, Roman started this whole run by pitting Bray.
Yep.
Or the Fiend. Let me put it in the right vernacular there. So how about the perfect story to come full circle is that Bray Wyatt be the one to dethrone Roman. And I think right now, I think he's the only logical choice that they have.
So, okay, let's just go back a little bit, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, right.
So what is there any update on the rumors that they want Roman to have only one belt by the time that he goes to
Haven't heard anything since, so no.
I haven't heard anything as well. Realistically,
Okay.
I still think they're going to have him drop that belt right now and have him stay focused on the Universal title.
Yeah.
Because you got to realize, when he's not on Raw and he's only on SmackDown, the only really top champion on Raw then on the men's side would be your United States champion. Because your IC champion's on SmackDown. So being realistic, your US champion is
Seth Rollins.
Rollins.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I think he's bringing back the blonde look.
Yep.
I think so too.
I seen that. Yeah.
But Rollins technically is your top guy on Monday Night Raw.
Which is a very good. It's a very good thing. Yeah.
It's a good thing. Don't get me wrong, and it's a nice way to help elevate the United States title. But eventually, you have to get the WWE Championship back on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Because I will still say this, and I don't care what people think. I still think the worst thing they could have done was combine the two belts.
Well,
I agree.
At the time that they did it, it was like it made sense at the time that they did it. But
At
now,
the time they did it, yes, but you also have to realize you're talking about a company that thought that Roman was going to work both Raw and SmackDown.
yeah, they
Remember,
thought,
right after Mania was when that whole thing came out. I think they were doing a house show. If I remember correctly, they were doing a house show in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the house show in Trenton where he went on the mic, and basically he didn't flat out say it, but you could tell by the wording he wasn't going to do that much house shows at all. And I'm sorry that my voice is putting you to sleep, John.
That wasn't on purpose.
I don't know. It's been happening a lot tonight ever since I've been talking. Just saying. It's my soothing, silky voice.
Ryan Peterson,
Jonathan Blaine,
Costa Pecnaris. Okay, good. Roll here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Costa P every letter of the alphabet.
Carl, I'm normal.
Yeah. Okay, let's face it here. Just to stop the thing, none of us here are normal, okay? None of us here are normal. So it's all good.
I sure as hell ain't normal.
Mr. Roberts, you're okay.
Really?
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're going to put some respect on my name.
I said Mr. Roberts. But no.
I know.
oh.
Anyway.
What I just said? Oh, shit.
You want to repeat that again, Mr. Blaine?
I will not. I apologize.
John and everybody out there, this is a perfect time to learn this lesson. Think before you speak.
Yeah. Because, folks, I've learned the hard way. You push Carl the wrong way.
Your colon is destroyed.
Let's put it this way. If you push Carl the wrong way, your face will look like you had a one-night stand with Cookie Monster.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm not lying.
No, you're not.
So,
folks, if you miss those pictures, you'll see them on our social media later.
Yeah.
Now speaking of WWE, two quick things. First of all, it looks like they're not doing the day one pay-per-view at the beginning of the year.
No.
Which I thought.
And again, he's the only one talking again. What the hell, John?
You're funny.
I'm not lying. I'm observing what I'm seeing here.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, so it looks like reports saying that they're not doing the day one pay-per-view anymore. Which honestly, thank God, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. And then also from what I'm hearing, they might be putting the Money in the Bank ladder matches back to WrestleMania.
Which we predicted on this show, by the way.
I like that idea. And
that's the best they can do. Yeah.
But what I think you should end up doing, what I think you should do is,
I'm not even doing anything on that one.
no, that was Costa.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do. What did I do?
Oh, sure.
What did I do? God.
I'm sorry.
That was my imitation of John Blaine, guys, not me, not myself.
What did I do?
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, folks, coming soon, you'll get your own custom John Blaine teddy bears, voice activating teddy bears, where if you squeeze the button, they'll come up with 3 catchphrases. Oh, by the way, what did I do? And very funny, Carl.
I have never said any of those.
Oh yeah, you do. All
right, I'm out. I know. I'm going.
On that note, so last night was interesting.
In terms of
Roman coming out and talking about Luke Paul, and he mentioned a certain word.
Ucey.
Ah.
And you know what? The crowd loved it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Ucey is very over.
I mean, it's so bad that he actually broke character on Smackdown.
They all did. Did you see Jey Uso? He was crying.
Oh.
But here's my problem.
What?
You see the Bloodline, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn. Who was missing in that shot?
Solo.
When they said Ucey.
Oh, Solo.
Solo.
Yep. Why are you not showing the entire Bloodline when that was said?
Because to be quite honest, Solo wasn't the. I've noticed that with Solo Sikoa. He knows how to keep things
in character.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. He doesn't. He like. There were times when I thought he was in the crack up, but he did a good job in not doing so. Yeah. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's very good at keeping this character in check.
Yeah. Exactly.
But also, too, getting back to Monday Night Raw, you had Roman out there talking about Luke Paul. And who comes out but The Miz? And he tries to attempt to make a deal. But what I love is Roman gives him the punch. Lays him out in the ring.
Yep.
Pretty much.
What did you guys think of that segment?
Interesting.
I think it was good. Speaking of R-Truth, I love the fact that they're introducing R-Truth to the main roster again in some ways. Yeah.
Well, of course, in some ways.
For a 50-year-old guy, he still can perform.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering what I just said about what happened on NXT, who knows if who knows what will happen.
Right, but I'm saying in general.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
50 years old and he's still moving.
Yeah.
He's still moving.
You know what?
35, 40.
You know what it is? We were just talking about this with Sammy and whatnot. Not needing the belt. R-Truth does not need the belt. Does not need any belt either because he's just that over.
Yeah.
Exactly. He has impeccable mic skills as well.
But also, too, out of last night, we have new women's tag team champions.
Which was very surprising. Very. Yeah.
Because you have a returning Asuka teaming up with Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was interesting to begin with. But
yeah, I was very surprised by that.
Yeah.
But also, too, if you remember, before Asuka got injured, she was somewhat tagged with Alexa.
Right. Yeah.
Because right after Asuka got injured is when she started going with the Brave stuff.
Yeah.
Now, do we have the good shoe Alexa back? Or do we have the somewhat unstable Alexa?
If you guys don't mind me saying my opinion on that, on everything,
that's what this is all about.
So
our opinions.
Yeah. No worries. So exactly. So what I think about the women's tag team titles is I have a feeling that that for some reason, and I don't know the reason, but I have a feeling that they're playing like hot potato with it again. Like, because we just had, honestly, we just had Raquel and Aaliyah as the champions. Then it goes right away to the Damage Control. Now we have right away Alexa and Asuka as champions. So the women's tag team championship is like it's in that danger zone where it's getting played hot potato too much. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of in a strange place, in my opinion.
Oh, and gentlemen, a little bit of other breaking news on NXT.
Yep.
They just announced that on Saturday, December the 10th, it will be their final premium live event of 2022 on a Saturday, no less.
Yep.
As they proudly present on Peacock NXT Deadline.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Streaming only on the cock.
Yeah.
John's favorite thing.
Oh God. All right.
But Brian, you're also forgetting to mention that's also the same day that Ring of Honor is set to do Final Battle.
Yeah.
And I think there's also a UFC that day.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Another risk because I think Ring of Honor is in the afternoon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's them immediately afterwards, and then UFC.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of combat sports, you're gonna have a field day that day.
Yeah.
So I would tell people this: if you're planning to watch all three of them that day, don't do anything.
Good luck.
Order a pizza and just sit on your ass and watch all three.
Yeah.
Pizza? I was thinking more like Chinese food, dude.
Okay, what's your go-to for Chinese food?
Well, for that, it depends on what type of mood I'm in. If I feel like having just appetizers, then definitely go for like egg rolls, maybe some spring rolls. Definitely some Korean beef on a stick. Some fried crab rangoons. Boneless spare ribs. But if I want an actual entree-wise, then definitely sesame chicken.
For me, it's sesame chicken or sweet and sour chicken. Those are
not a fan of sweet and sour chicken, but more sesame for me.
No, because what I like to do is you don't order the dinner of it. You just get the pint of it, or pint of it.
Oh yeah.
What you do is you take because it usually comes with rice.
Yeah.
Like a small thing of like white rice or brown rice.
Yes, I know how Chinese food works, Sean.
You put the rice in the bowl, put the piece of the chicken on top, and you just douse it in the sauce.
Again, John, I know how this stuff works. I'm not stupid, all right?
I'm not saying you are.
I mean, you don't have to say it.
You're implying it. I'm joking. No.
I'm not even implying it.
Anyways, my opinion on Alexa Bliss is that she belongs, and this is my honest opinion. I don't care if I get chastised, but she belongs with Bray Wyatt in the Wyatt 6.
Can they change your fucking theme song though? I hate that shit.
Oh yeah, the theme song. Yeah.
It doesn't say. Remember she used to come out to the but now it's more like a knockoff like Avril Lavigne Princess Pop. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit am I listening to?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm like, what the fuck am I listening? If that's the case, then for her they should have done something from Kids Bop or something like that. I don't know.
Folks, this holiday season, the Around the Ropes podcast presents Ryan Peterson's rendition of WWE entrance themes.
streaming on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music.
Exactly.
With such hits as Alexa Bliss's theme song.
and each song will only cost you 69 cents.
Oh dear God. well, I'm sorry, Ryan. I respect you and all that, but you're not getting a dime from me, buddy.
Oh.
It's okay, Costa. Your money's not worth it anyway. So.
You mean just like the Jets? You mean just like the Jets aren't worth it? Oops.
I'm sorry, but what country names their monetary notes after Looney Tunes?
No, it's not. It's not. Oh,
it's not called the Looney anymore.
No. We got rid of it. We got rid of it. Yeah.
Well, about time.
Yeah.
But the Jets, nah. Well, but if there's one team we should talk about, you definitely should talk about the those lovely Maple Leafs and the Blue Jays.
Sports balls.
Oh dear.
And those wonderful Raptors.
They're doing pretty good though, but anyway.
Not surprisingly, they are. I don't follow NBA, but that's all right.
Yes, folks. Sports balls. Speaking about sports balls, I want to send a shout out to the Stony Brook football team who took a massive, who got their asses handed to them this past weekend.
What? Why are you mentioning that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to mention stuff that's good stuff. Which, speaking of which, by the way, tonight it's Game 3 of the World Series, and the Philadelphia Phillies are beating those trash can loving Houston Astros.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Those are my boys right there. Shout out to
I'm a Mets fan, but I'd rather go for the Phillies than the Astros.
Yeah.
I honestly have not watched a game this World Series.
I haven't either.
I'm a Red Sox fan, and I'm rooting for the Phillies.
Yes, sir.
See?
Yes, sir. There you go.
And then I think I read actually something quickly. Then we'll get back into the wrestling talk in a second. That
read?
Yes, I can read more than 3 syllables. That because they had to postpone Game 3 till tonight.
Yep.
That game, I think it'll be Game 4.
Four.
Yeah, Game 4. Yep.
Game 4 is going to be Thursday night, the same night that the Philadelphia Eagles play the Houston Texans.
And we're going to destroy that bitch. I'm joking. No.
Here's the real question. Are the Eagles home?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
no, they're in Houston.
Oh, they're in Houston? Because I was going to say, that sports complex is going to be completely fucked.
Yeah.
Because they're all in the same vicinity.
Let me check that, actually. Let me check that.
And Costa, you keep saying your team's going to win. Wait till you guys play us. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh. Trust me.
Wait, who's Costa's team again?
I'm not scared of that.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not scared of the Giants. No way.
But let's get off of sports balls. God, that sounded so dirty. In so many different ways.
Let's go back to half-naked guys in Speedos that lather themselves in oil, beat the living shit out of each other, called professional wrestling.
John loves balls.
Yeah, that's why he decided to name the... never mind.
Hashtag John's search history.
Unlike Carl, mine are not deflated.
Oh.
I know, timeout, I know.
No, you don't have time out for this one, John. Just remember the next time I see you, you're going to get something.
A chest slap?
Oh, and it's going to be from me and a lot harder the next time I see you than what I've been giving you. Because remember, folks, if you watch Star Watch Along, you see me give John a chest slap.
Hold on.
Yeah, yes.
Translation. He tried to give me a chest slap. He hit my stomach.
Oh, shit.
And my hand bounced off. It was like jello.
Ay, coño.
Stop stealing Ryan's lines.
Exactly.
Yeah, John.
I am not going to say anything anymore.
Uh-oh, am I making John into an angry millennial now? Yep.
I can't do this. My neck hurts. Oh.
That's his natural look.
Which, by the way, folks, if you're complaining about working 8 hours a day back to back, then our future is fucked. That is what I'm saying right now.
Oh.
That's from a TikTok I saw. I'm being straightforward. If you're complaining about working an eight and a half hour shift back to back, then boy, you are not ready for the real world.
And a belly to belly?
So back to John's obsession with half naked guys in Speedo, aka wrestling.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to get into.
I mean, there really hasn't been anything.
Can they give Rey Mysterio a break and not have him get beat up every week?
No,
that's what he does right now. But
that chest slap was hard. Speaking of chest slaps,
yeah.
But yeah, I got nothing else really to get into. If you guys have nothing else, I think we can start wrapping up the show for tonight.
Yeah, we can wrap up. Yeah,
We can wrap up.
Now, Mr. Peterson, I will throw this to you first. What wrestling events do you have this weekend coming up for people to see you do announcing at?
Well, thank you so much for asking about that, Mr. Blaine. And if you start yawning while I'm talking, I will give you the biggest chest slap, even harder than Carl's.
Okay.
And also maybe with a kendo stick to beat your ass like a piñata.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have candy that comes out of me.
Anyway,
there's so many things. There's so many things I can say right now, but I won't say it. So,
surprisingly, this weekend I have nada, which is very rare. I know. A shocker. Oh! But the following week I'm back at it again. Fuck me. So
you're not my type.
I'm not. You better keep your mouth shut, John. Just remember, I have blackmail.
Okay. Moving on. What do you have coming up next weekend?
So, next weekend, first of all, I'm appearing at the big event in Queens, New York from 10 to 3.
With me.
And then after that, I am in Rahway, New Jersey with WrestlePro's 100th event, which, by the way, was just announced this week. It'll be streamed live and free on WrestlePro's official Facebook page, not on Fight TV anymore, on their Facebook page for free. And then the following day, I'm in the Bronx with Invictus Pro Wrestling. And then the following week, I have no idea what I'm doing yet. But then Thanksgiving weekend, there is something in the works, but I'm not allowed to say it yet because there hasn't been any statements made about it. But once it will be said, you'll obviously see it. The third, I'm in a little bit of a conundrum right now because I'm either going to be at a wrestling event in Jersey or an MMA event in Queens, New York.
Yeah.
And then December 8th, which was just announced. One of the other companies I work for, Creative Pro Wrestling, we are bringing back the Major Pod Toy Drive event.
Yep.
And this will take place at the Knights of Columbus in Lynbrook, New York, where instead of paying like $20 for tickets, minimum of 2 brand new wrestling figures will count towards your admission.
Oh, nice.
And let me break down who we have coming in. Obviously, we have Brian Myers and Matt Cardona and Smart Mark Sterling. No surprise there.
Yeah.
We also have coming in Swoggle, which is Carl's favorite person because Then and then also we're bringing in some guy named Tyrus.
Somebody called.
From ECW and someone that can still fucking move, Super Crazy.
And folks, he is super crazy.
And someone that really hasn't been mentioned in a long time in the wrestling world at all, Alex Riley.
Wow.
And then December 10th, I'm going to be working an event in Queens, TBA on that one. And then December 17th, myself, John, and Carl will be in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for Icons of Wrestling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. It's going to be I'm really looking forward to the Icon show.
And also coming soon, since a lot of you fans call me Sexy Ryan, it's in the process. I'm getting Sexy Ryan merch made.
When are we going to get a, by the way, Shut Up John shirt made anyway?
That's in the works too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Costa. That's the Carl Roberts teddy bear. That's the voice activation.
Oh, it is? Okay. I thought it was going to be a shirt as well. But anyway. Okay. Whatever it is, it is.
And Mr. Peterson, last thing that I have to ask you, where can the listeners find out any information as far as where you can be at shows? Where can they follow you on social media?
Well, they can follow me at Instagram at WrestlingMC, Twitter at Ryan_MC92, and at Facebook it is just me, Ryan Peterson. And that's it.
And folks, you don't have to type it, it's just me. Just type in Ryan Peterson.
Yeah. It's not
moving on.
It's just me, yeah. I got what you meant, yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on to me. You guys know me already. It's been like a year. I've been saying the same shit, so you guys know me already, man. roadtoriches.ca on Twitter. Just me on Facebook, Costa Pacneris. You can find me wherever social media is available. I'm there. Thursday nights, the return of the What Is a Hit Record podcast. Sorry about last week. I wasn't feeling well, but it's going to return tomorrow or Thursday. So, and then, we have a lot of things in the works. A few other shows coming up. Stay tuned to the network and you'll find out here.
Exactly. For me, basically, we have just some stuff coming up with the show. We have we do have sort of a celebration coming up the end of this month.
Yeah. Speaking of saying for a year, yeah.
Because folks, we've been talking about it for a while, but we can officially say it now. The end of this month. The show on, I'll tell you the exact date now. It would be, if you give me a second here, I will take a look. On November 22nd,
right,
which is the week of Thanksgiving, will actually be sort of a special Around the Ropes podcast episode that night.
Yep.
Because not only will we be giving you guys our predictions for Survivor Series.
Yep.
More games!
But it's also a celebration. Because this show is going to be turning 1 year old.
1 year old, yep.
1 year old.
Damn.
It's scary to think, folks. It's scary to think the show has been around for a year.
Bruh, I've been here for the very, very, very first show. Very first show of this shit, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't worry, folks. We'll get into memory lane for that one when we get on that episode.
Yeah.
But you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John_Blaine. Instagram, I forgot what my Instagram handle is.
You forgot his Instagram.
Basically, if you go to Instagram, type in John Blaine, you see a kid with a really, really big head. That's me.
Do you have a football in your hand as well, or what? What's going on there?
On that one, I think I do. Let me double check on that one. I don't remember which picture they have as my Instagram.
Anyways, I think John has a football in his hand. I think. Anyway,
I'll let you know. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's the football. That's the infamous me with a baseball cap that I cannot, for the life of me, figure out.
Yeah. Okay.
But moving on. So we got that. Carl, would you like to hop on and promote where people can find you on social media?
You can find me at Carl Rob ATR on Twitter. That's about it for right now.
Yeah.
You can follow the show at Round the Ropes podcast. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. If you like to purchase any of the merchandise, including the coffee, the 2 coffee mugs, or the shirts, definitely hit us up on any of our social media accounts, or you can private message me and we'll get something going for you guys. Like we said before, folks, please include your shipping address as well.
Organic coffee right there.
Yes, folks. It is some of the best damn coffee I've ever had.
I second that.
All right.
And folks, for everybody here, for Costa, for Ryan, and for Carl, I'm John. This has been another episode of the Round the Ropes podcast. Again, hit the subscribe button. It costs you guys nothing. And we'll catch you guys on the next show.
Peace, everyone.
Peace.